so wie James Dean. Ja, Frauenheld so wie James Dean. Ja, ja, ja.
Knock, knock. Hello? Is anybody there? Can you hear me? Hello? Hey, I'm Rachel Anderson. Thank you so much for checking in today, watching my video. Like, subscribe, hit that little bell. Shit, it's 2018. We all know the drill. But thanks again for stopping by. Today's video is gonna go into some of the comments that I got on my When I Liked Black Men video. So it's gonna be a little quirky, a little funny, a little whatever, a little bit of a fire back to the hate. When you're ugly, you have to use a lot of makeup. So that's why I'm so glad that I sell Limelight, the makeup that makes you pretty. Who knew 3 weeks ago when I jumped out of the shower and I had mascara underneath my eyes and I took a Q-tip and I licked it and used it to remove my eye makeup that I would get the internet in such a frizzy. You internet, you're so silly. You get just so irate over the stupidest fucking things. Oh, and by the way, I do have eyebrows. They're just really, really light. So I have to color them in. You may have seen other makeup artists doing that as well, drawing in their eyebrows. I just use a little tint and then voila, they're there. So I do have those things called eyebrows. They're there, peeps. Don't worry, don't fret, don't lose any sleep over it. It'll be alright. Better. And I'm going to continue to be no makeup, ugly as fuck on the internet because you know what? That's what gets views. Alright, let's start. Let's just start with getting this ugliness covered so you internet can be happy. We don't want the internet to not be happy. Oh. You guys, I'm so sorry for being so ugly. Now let's get those Q-tips nice and moist with my own spit. Now let's put my spit in my eye. Oh my gosh, I might die. My mom's been doing it for 50 years. I can't do it with my own spit. It's just so crazy. Now let's use the Limelight concealer that comes in this cute compact. It's amazing. Let's use it to cover up my ugly ass bags under my eyes. Whoops, first we need to get some primer on that Blenderful because the Blenderful can get into those ugly ass corners that you can't really reach into. To our foundation. This is going to help you cover up everything that the internet hates about you. Our foundation comes in these cute little compacts as well. So all you do is you get into your foundation, you spray your blender full again, and you dip, dip, dab, dab. Just like a little dip and dab. Just dip, dip, dab, dab. Dab, 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 dab. Cover that shit that the internet just hates about you. Now that you've concealed with our foundation, our wax-based foundation, it's going to give you a full coverage. So when you start to cry because the internet's making the fucking fun of you, you're going to go ahead and say, don't worry, be happy, I have Limelight on my face. Now that everything's covered, you will be secure in yourself because you have a wax-based coverage from Limelight. So when you start to cry because the internet's making fun of you because you're ugly, you're not going to worry about it because you've got your coverage completely covered with Limelight, the wax-based coverage. Now don't forget to seal it all in with our white powder. I mean, you're white as fuck anyway, you might as well white powder yourself up just like the friendly ghost. Now time to make those cheeks perky. You know what those men like. They like them perky. So smile through the bullshit, show your lines, and make sure you don't let that internet get to you. Now, you have to do some contouring because you're ugly as fuck and you have triple chin. So you want to make sure that people think you're skinny. But don't contour too much because you might be accused of doing blackface, and you don't want to do that. Now that you've contoured, you need to do some highlighting, because when you start to cry, you really want your highlights to help you out to look beautiful. If you don't, then everybody will make fun of you crying. So make sure when you go in and highlight around your eyes really well, and then get your lips, because you want your lips to really stand out when you're pouting like a baby because the internet's making fun of you. Now here comes the fun part. Drawing in your eyebrows that you don't have, that you weren't born with. So make sure that you draw in those motherfuckers really good. Because if you don't, then everybody will ask you why you don't have eyebrows. But before you draw on your eyebrows, you need to put on some eyeshadow. This will really make your eyes stick out. So when you're crying, you can make sure people see your eyeshadow from limelight. Once you get your eyebrows drawn on, make sure they're even or close to being even, because otherwise the internet will make fucking fun of you. So just make sure they're as even as fucking possible. Mascara, so it's gonna be perfect when you start to bawl your eyes out, because the internet makes fun of you, and no matter what you do, you're gonna be made fucking fun of. Especially when those subscribers or non-subscribers have no profile picture, no followers. They just made a YouTube channel just to fucking make fun of you. And then they'll comment to say, "You're stupid and your life doesn't matter to me, but I took the time to comment on your shit." So that makes sense. So make sure when you get your mascara done, you're almost finished making the internet like you more. So what you're going to do once you're done putting your mascara on, don't worry, you're going to cry it off in a few because the internet's going to be so fucking hateful. But what you're going to do is you're going to brush your teeth, because if you're ugly, the internet will know that you have stink-ass breath. So you're going to brush your teeth and make sure that you don't have stink-ass breath, because the internet can smell it. There's something about the internet being able to smell your breath now. So make sure you brush your teeth after you get your mascara done and put your lipstick on, because if you're ugly like I am, then we're going to make sure that you can smell your breath, and they'll tell you you have stank breath. Now that you've brushed your teeth so the internet can't smell your stank-ass breath because you're ugly as fuck, go ahead and put on some lipstick. Because when you're crying because of the internet making fun of you, at least your lip stain from limelight will stay in place. You don't have to put it on a million times like you do that other stuff. So this stuff is amazing. So when you're crying when the internet's making fun of you, at least your lips will look fucking amazing. And then you can make those faces. Now that you got your ugly face covered up with all this makeup because you're so fucking ugly, remember to work on your fucking ugly hair. So you're gonna have to blow dry it and straighten it and put chemicals in it to make people like you even more. So stay tuned for that.